Okay, we're good to go. So welcome to our team Zoom. My name is Stephanie Lane, and if we've never met, hello. I know that there's always new people being added, which is fun because I like to see everybody's new faces, and I'm really excited for you because I was once a brand new coach too, and actually we all were. So it's just a really fun place to be, especially at the top of a new year. And even if you've been a coach for a while, January is pretty exciting because everybody kind of gets back into the mindset of taking care of themselves again. And if you've been a coach through the last 3 months, you know that it's not always on top of everybody's mind. So this is a perfect jumping off point for a lot of success. Just a couple housekeeping items. This weekend is a big event, and if you don't already have plans to go to one, please go to the map and find one that's closest to you and make a plan to go. It is Super Saturday, and depending on where you live, it might be Friday or Sunday. But what it is 4 times a year, Beachbody puts together they call it like a quarterly event where they share all the latest things coming out. Who is that? Oh, my husband's doing laundry behind me. I hid upstairs by myself and I got company. Anyway, they share all the newest things coming out. They give you brand new training and they try to motivate and inspire you. And then usually you have speakers where you go. Now, some of you guys are in really awesome locations and you'd be crazy to miss it. So please, please, please go look at your interactive calendar or map in the back office. It's under events and see where the closest one to you is. Go to it. It will put a fire under your butt and make you really excited about what's to come. Plus, you always walk away with like good nuggets and new training and fresh ideas, and you feel good about what you're doing, and you get to meet other coaches as well. And you can bring non-coaches too, and they can learn with you. So friends and family, grab your sister, your husband, your boyfriend, whatever. So, okay. And then we have 3 other events this year, and I want you to pick one of them to go to. We have Coach Camp in Chicago in February. We have Summit in Nashville in July, and then we have Platinum Edge in Dallas, right? Somebody nod for me. In Dallas in September. Yeah. Okay. So I will be at all 3 because I make that a no matter what. But if I know what it's like to be a newer coach, especially if you're struggling financially just in your personal life and coaching is supposed to be helping you, at least pick one of those to go to. It has to be non-negotiable. You will come away with so much good information to catapult your business. I know personally, my business always takes off after stuff like that because I'm fired up. I have brand new energy and new ideas and new things that I can use, tricks and tools in my business. And there's nothing like going to one of those cool events. All right, anyway, I digress. Let's go forward. So we're going to talk about how to jumpstart your new year. And really, I'm just going to kind of back up and take off all the, sometimes we overcomplicate everything. And I just want to go back to basics. And I want to talk about the top 5 ways, like the fastest ways to run your business, to make it just go. So these are my 5 tips that you could seriously do today and things would take off. So what I want you to do first would be to build a list of 10 people that you want to invite to coaching this week. So I guess it's Thursday. So from Thursday to Thursday. And you could literally, if you worked hard enough, you could rank advance by Thursday, if that's a goal for you this year. So build a list of 10 people you want to invite to coaching. You simply either start a conversation with them if they're not somebody you usually talk to, or send them a message if it's somebody you do usually talk to, and invite them or ask them if they've ever considered being a coach, and invite them to do it with you. You don't have to be like a know-it-all upline if you're brand new. You could seriously just say, hey, let's do this together. Let's be business partners. Let's run this and be successful together. That is okay. And you can say, even if you don't have your own challenge group and you're just co-running one with your coach, you could say, hey, and you can invite your people and put them in this group and we'll run it together. It doesn't have to be something scary where you have to know it all. And then, you can send them one of our recorded videos about coaching. We have a sneak peek that's starting on Monday. I was actually just putting it together before we got on tonight, so it'll be up tonight, and you can start inviting people to that. We have a lot of different ways that you can invite people to coaching. The other thing I want you to do is make like a huge list for this month of people that you want to invite to your challenge group. And that's always going to be more than coaching. It's just kind of the averages. Really, the more people you invite to anything, the better luck you're going to get. As a new coach, my first list was 50, and then I just kept adding on to that as, I thought of people or met new people or we're adding friends on Facebook. So that list should always be growing. But today, you could seriously just crank out however many names come to you and start inviting those people to your challenge group or the challenge group you're running with your coach. And again, it doesn't have to be something scary. You just invite them. Say, hey, we're doing this really fun, new year, new you group. It's all about fitness and accountability and healthy eating. Do you want to come do this with me? And it doesn't have to feel like you're selling anything. In fact, I don't want you to go that route. I want you to be more like, come do this with me. We're going to be friends. Or if you prefer to kind of be the professional, you could say, I'll be your coach and I'll help motivate you, whatever works best for you. But just, invite. That's seriously the number one thing that should be on your list, or the number one thing that you do as a coach. If you can't do anything else, invite, and your business will still go. So that's so important. Okay, and then another really quick thing that you could do to jumpstart your business would be to host your own challenge group and a free group. So do one of each. You could do a free group first and then have it lead into a challenge group. I know that, we have a lot of new coaches. If you've never run one on your own, you should try it. I think that when you take ownership into something, you put more heart into it. So I encourage you to try to run one of your own. And the first few months, it won't be very active. If it is, that's awesome. But if it's not, that's normal. So don't feel like you're doing something wrong if some days there's like crickets and you're like, hello, is anybody here? Is it just me? Like my first groups were like that. So don't worry about that. Okay, the next thing you could do to jumpstart your business would be to have a Shakeology tasting. Do you guys know a brand new flavor comes out on Monday? You could order it, and when it comes in, invite everybody over to your house or at work or wherever you like to get together with people and just be like, hey guys, let's try this. And maybe try it first and try a few recipes so you know you have a really good winner. And that is an awesome way to get people, people like to feel involved, invited. They want to feel like they're part of something. And if you're inviting somebody just over and you're like, hey, you want to try this new thing? And you guys try it together and they get excited. We're running like a Push to Emerald group right now. And somebody posted that today, that they invited a friend over, made some of the 21-day fixed meals, and they were like, wow, this is really good. I think sometimes people don't understand that what we're doing is not scary or weird. You're just working out, you're eating healthy, and you're drinking a really yummy, nutritious shake every day. Tongue twister. So that's something that you can do. My success partner, Jolene, runs Shakeology tastings like all the time. And that's how she started like her successful business. And that's just something she likes to do. So that's definitely, you could put that on your to-do list, and that's an easy way to like kind of jumpstart, quick start, getting people interested in what you're doing and not thinking that it's scary or weird or being worried that it's going to be gross and they're going to waste their money on it. I know a lot of people are worried about that. So, okay. And then another jumpstart would be to start watching a video every day or reading a book that's going to give you tools and tricks and tips. So if you're a brand new coach, I would suggest going in our files tab and watching those videos that are there. They're there to help you. We have unlimited, no joke, unlimited free, capital free, like you don't have to pay for it. Free training on how to be a better coach. that's like a no-brainer. You should be doing that every single day. And then if you've been a coach, you can buy books or like books on tape for other skills like leadership or for social media if you want better skills with your social media. So a lot of times, like I'm scouring for new things because I have been a coach for 3 years. So I have listened to all the training that's in our not in our back office, in our files tab in our team page. There we go. So I'm looking for new info and new videos. And when I find that one and I watch it and it's good, I will always post it in the team page. And I do that at least once a week. Do you guys notice that? I'll post a video at least once a week. That's because I personally watched it and I got some good information. So sometimes you don't even have to look yourself because I will post it there for you because I'm looking for new information. And it comes out every single day. So definitely, watch some of the other coaches' videos about social media if you're a newer coach, because that's going to give you really, really good tips on how to successfully make posts and pictures and kind of your do's and don'ts. There's a lot to learn as a new coach, so I would definitely go jump in there. And when I say new, like basically if you've been a coach for a year or less, you're still new. I had no idea what I was doing. I still don't, let's be honest. Okay, next one. Your fifth tip is to always be actively sharing what has worked, or let me say that again. Always be actively sharing what is working for you or how coaching or the workouts, the nutrition is positively impacting your life. So focus on the positive. If you're posting one day, you're like, oh, I made this great Shakeology, and there's a picture of you, and then the next day you're like, I have a headache. Well, I don't know if I want to try what she's drinking because she's complaining now. You have to be on the positive. Yeah, your people have headaches or bad cramps or whatever. That doesn't mean you have to post it. So let's show more like how this is helping you, and you can leave that stuff to gripe to like your sister. I call my sister every day. That's what we talk about, the stuff I don't post on Facebook. So, but that's not to say you have to be like fakely positive. You don't have to be weird. Just try to show that things are going in your favor, and what with coaching and what with your workouts and your nutrition is going in your favor. So anyway, now that we've started the hammer and chisel, I've been posting a lot more nutrition because I kind of got that back on track after the holidays. And I know that there are seriously still people that you're friends with that still haven't done anything. And they're sitting there like, okay, I should do it tomorrow. Okay, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And they still haven't. And you need to be that positive inspiration. Like you have the key, you have the answers, you can really help these people. And you're just, inviting them to do it with you. It's 8:15. So I want to go just a couple more. I had written down 5 other tips, but this is more like the excuses that I hear, like reasons that people will say coaching doesn't work for them and how that's not true. So the first one is people are like, well, I don't want to sell. And I kind of touched on that earlier. You will never, ever sell if you don't think of it that way. So like if you're thinking that you're selling, obviously that's what's going to come across. But if you don't, and you think of it like, I want to help people. I want to invite my friends to do something fun with me. You don't want to do it alone. I want to help my family. I want to help other people's families. I want to give this gift to other people so that they can help, tons of people as well. You can only help so many people. So it's important to invite others to do it with you. And I'll even ask my challengers to invite their friends and say, it's always more fun when you have somebody doing it with you. So definitely share what you're doing. Don't sell what you're doing. And you can do that by not posting those Beachbody pictures where they have like all the containers lined out and all the DVDs. that looks like a commercial and that looks like a sale. Instead, show yourself doing the containers, doing the workouts, making healthy meals, getting your kids involved. That's what you should be showing instead. Or people say like, well, my coach doesn't help me. So that's the second one I hear a lot. And I've screenshotted questions that I get. I get questions from people who are like, well, I don't have a coach and they're not helping me. And then they ask me questions. And honestly, you can find any information you want anywhere. You don't need a coach. There's a very successful 3-time 15-star coach, and she never had a coach. So that's kind of another excuse that I hear. Our team page, whether or not you have somebody directly helping you, our team page is blasted full of things to help you. The leaders in the group are constantly running groups to help you. So it's not something that you can say, because you have to really find your own drive and work towards your own success. That's not something that your upline can give to you. So, it's like you don't have somebody hopefully yelling at you every morning to wake up and work out. What makes you do it? You, right? You have your own kind of goals and drive. So you have to keep yourself accountable with your coaching as well. Maybe that means you set alarms on your own phone that says when you need to do your power hour, or when you need to stop scrolling on Facebook. I'm totally guilty of that. I'm like, oh, I did nothing for the last 15 minutes. Shoot, I should probably get going. All right. A lot of people will say, oh, the market's saturated. So there's another excuse. Or everybody I know is a coach. Okay, number one, stop following so many coaches. You just need to click unfollow on there. If that's all that's coming up in your news feed, it's okay to click unfollow. You don't have to see all of that all the time. I tell you guys, I don't accept friends that are other coaches usually that are not in our team. And if I am friends with a coach and I'm not really good friends with them, I will click unfollow simply because I'm trying to use my Facebook as a business. So the people I want to see in my news feed are the people that I want to help, if that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So if you feel like all you see is coaches everywhere, you need to reach outside your group, and you need to either hide those people on Facebook, add new friends, add yourself into new groups of people. I mean, we have this wonderful thing called the internet, and you can talk to anybody in the United States. So, I know that I'm in a group about the kind of dog I have. I'm in an art teacher group because that's my first profession before coaching. I'm in mom groups and breastfeeding groups, and just stuff that I can meet other people. And I've added coaches from those groups. I've had customers and clients from those groups. So you kind of have to just sometimes go find other people. There's so many people out there. I think over 1 billion people have Facebook. Isn't that true? That's so many people. And there's 400,000 coaches? Do the math. So, okay, what number am I on? I think I'm on number 3. Okay. Now, sometimes I'll hear people say, well, that coach is successful because they're really skinny. Or that person's successful because they went to school for business. Or, they'll make these excuses as to why somebody else is successful and they're not. You can learn anything. I went to school to be an art teacher. I didn't go to school for health and fitness. I didn't go to school for business. I didn't go to school for any of the stuff that I do. I didn't go to school for leadership. I mean, that's an excuse. You just need to work a little bit harder at what you do. Invite more people. Work on your personal development. You need to, just work on being a coach, and you'll get better at it. The only way you can get better is by doing it more and more and more. If you're scared to invite people to be a coach, you need to do it more. If you're scared to invite people to your challenge group, you need to do it more. Jumping and just taking the leap and being brave and courageous is what's going to make you better at it and less fearful. So I was thinking of my daughter and my son when we went to Disney World, and they were terrified of Space Mountain. And then they went on it, and it was oh, let's go again. You know, like they're so afraid and then they do it and they realize, okay, I didn't die. And okay, really, like coaching is that hard? I mean, you sit at your phone or your computer and you like type to people, or you get on the phone, or you know, invite your coworker. It's not going to kill you, and it's not like physically like laborious work. Your workouts are harder than inviting people. So just do it. Okay. And then my last one is to just stop making excuses. Just stop making excuses and just go. Just do it. Make it a great year. If you just go, you'll reach all your goals. If you worry about all your goals, you won't reach them. Just go. And this is going to be a fantastic year. I've had all these calls with my personal coaches and listening to all their goals, and it makes me excited because I get to watch them grow and succeed and have, you know, amazing things happen for their families. And so this is a fabulous time to just go. We have on Monday our coach sneak peek, and then the following Monday is our push to diamond group. And then when that is still going, we have coach camp in Chicago. And yeah, don't forget to set an alarm on January 19th, right? Somebody nod. And sign up for the Coral Wave for the trip. You will need to get on there at the time it opens. If you can't be available, ask a friend to do it. Give them your credit card and say, hey, sign me up for this thing. Because usually it's like 5 minutes and then you're on the wait list because everybody gets excited. But then, to be honest, like then a bunch of people cancel because they got excited and signed up and something came up or they got pregnant or whatever. You know how it goes. So anyway, I'm going to hit unrecord and